Your bank is making thousands of dollars off your money right now and paying you 10 cents. If you watched our last video, the one on how banks actually make money, you already know the game. They take your deposits, loan them out at 7%, 8%, 10%, and hand you back 0.01% like it's a gift. Today, we fix that. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to move your money today to actually start beating inflation. Not someday, today. We're talking about two tools, the high-yield savings account and the index fund. They're not complicated, and by the time we're done, you'll know which one is right for you. Let's get into it.
Nobody calls it a tax, but inflation is exactly that. Every single year, the cost of living goes up. On average, about 3% a year. That means the $1,000 sitting in your savings account today buys less stuff next year. Here's the math, and it hurts. $1,000 in a big bank savings account. APY, 0.01%. You earn 10 cents in 1 year. Inflation rises. 3% equals $30 worth of purchasing power gone. Net result, you're effectively $29.90 poorer, even though the number in your account didn't change. You didn't spend it, you didn't lose it, you just let it sit there, and it quietly shrank. That's the hidden tax. Now, here's the good news. There are two simple tools that can flip this around completely.
Solution A, the high-yield savings account. What is it? An HYSA, high-yield savings account, is basically a savings account. Same concept as what your bank offers. The big difference? The interest rate. Where a traditional big bank gives you 0.01%, an HYSA gives you somewhere in the range of 4% to 5% right now. Big bank, 0.01%, 10 cents per year on $1,000. HYSA, 4.50%, $45 per year on $1,000. That's 450 times more money for doing nothing differently. So how does that work? HYSAs are usually offered by online-only banks. No physical branches, no tellers, no marble lobbies to pay for. Because their overhead is lower, they pass those savings on to you in the form of a higher interest rate. Same safety, better deal. What's the catch? Let's be honest. You're probably wondering, if this is so great, why isn't everyone doing it? Honestly, most people just don't know about it, or they've heard it sounds too good to be true. So let's kill two objections right now. Objection 1, is my money safe? Yes. HYSAs offered by FDIC-insured banks are protected up to $250,000 per depositor. FDIC stands for Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. It's a U.S. government-backed safety net. If the bank somehow goes under, your money up to that limit is covered. Same protection as your current bank, just a much better rate.
Objection 2. Can I access my money? Yes, usually within 1 to 3 business days. It's not instant like a debit card, but it's not locked away either. Which brings us to the real question. When should you use an HYSA? Best for your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses. Saving for a vacation or car in the next 1 to 3 years. Any money you might need soon. The HYSA is your safe harbor. Liquid, insured, and actually earning something. Now, HYSAs are great. We love them. But if your goal is to actually build wealth over time, like retire early kind of wealth, you need the second tool we're covering in just a moment. Stick around.
Solution B, the index fund. What is it? The basket of fruit analogy. Okay, imagine you walk into a store and you want to buy fruit, but you don't know which individual fruit is going to be the tastiest this season. Apples, mangoes, strawberries? Instead of guessing, you just buy the whole basket. That's an index fund. An index fund is a single investment that holds tiny pieces of hundreds, sometimes thousands, of companies all at once. The most famous version is one that tracks the S&P 500. That's just a list of the 500 largest publicly traded companies in the United States. When you invest in an S&P 500 index fund, you own a little slice of Apple, Google, Amazon, JP Morgan, Walmart, all in one shot. Here's why that matters. Even if 5 companies in the basket have a bad year, the other 495 companies keep the basket afloat. Diversification without the complexity. That's the whole game. But what if I lose money? We're not going to sugarcoat this. The value of your index fund will go up and down, day to day, week to week. There will be scary moments. But here's what history actually shows us. The S&P 500 has never had a 20-year period where you ended up with less money than you started with. Never. Not through the dot-com crash, not through 2008, not through COVID. The short term is unpredictable. The long-term trend, historically, upward. One more thing. There's a small fee called an expense ratio. That's just the annual cost of running the fund. The best index funds charge as little as 0.03%. That's 30 cents per year on a $1,000 investment. Tiny cost, big potential. Best 4. Building long-term wealth, 5+ year horizon. Retirement savings, money you don't need to touch anytime soon. The index fund is your engine. It doesn't feel exciting day to day, but over 20 or 30 years, it can completely transform your financial life.
All right, let's put these two in the ring. HSAA versus index fund. The battle. Round 1, risk. HSAA, almost zero. Your principal is FDIC insured. It doesn't fluctuate. You put $1,000 in, you still have $1,000 tomorrow. Index fund, moderate. Short term, your balance will move, but over a long time horizon, diversification does the heavy lifting. Winner for safety, HSAA. Round 2, potential return. HSAA, solid right now, around 4 to 5% APY, but that rate will change as interest rates change. It's not guaranteed to stay high forever. Index fund, historically, the S&P 500 has averaged around 10% per year over long periods. That's not guaranteed either, but it's a powerful track record. Winner for growth, index fund. Round 3, liquidity. That just means how fast can you get your cash? HSAA, 1 to 3 business days. Easy access, great for emergencies. Index fund, you can sell, but it takes a few days to settle. Not ideal if you need money fast. And if the market is down the day you need it, you might have to sell at a loss. Winner for fast access, HSAA. The verdict? These two aren't competing. They're teammates.
The action plan. Here's exactly what you do. 2 steps. That's it. Step 1. Open an HYSA and build your emergency fund. Aim for $1,000 to start. Then work toward 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Pick an FDIC-insured online bank. Look for rates above 4%. Once that safety net is funded, you move to Step 2. Step 2, open a brokerage account and start investing in an index fund. Platforms like Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab make this straightforward. Search for an S&P 500 index fund with a low expense ratio. Start with whatever you can, even $50 a month. You don't have to choose between safety and growth. You build both at the same time. Most people spend their whole lives letting their money sit in a regular savings account, quietly losing to inflation. You now know better, and knowing is step 1. But the step that actually changes your life is the one you take after this video ends. So here's my question for you. Drop it in the comments. Are you starting with the HYSA or going straight to the index fund? No wrong answer. I genuinely want to know where you're at. If this video made something click that used to feel confusing, hit the like button. It actually helps more people find this channel who need it. And if you want to go deeper, we've got a video on exactly how to choose your first brokerage account without getting overwhelmed. I'll link it right here. I'm your Money Stick, and we'll see you in the next one.